Hi guys, welcome to my channel, and today we are gonna have a look as to what we did last time and continue and improve the game all the more. So if you remember last time we worked on X and knots, like how to place them and also not to be able to change them after like once it's placed, and that's basically it, I guess. So today we are gonna put in more logic in it. We are gonna put in the logic, and we are gonna declare which is the winner, or it's a draw or not. And also once that is done, we can add in few features like refresh button or restart button or something like that. Okay. So basically for now, what we're gonna do is we have to look into a few things. Like for example, we have to make sure that, oh, okay. So if you remember, these are all the indexes, right? Like I've named them to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are basically the indexes, and I've added them accordingly in a very serial manner. So what we can do is that we can check, for example, if there is like 3 crosses here, then we can check according to the index, like 0, 1, 2. And if there's a diagonal x's or knots, then we can check like 0, 3, 6, like that. So taking their index, we can actually check whether a person is a winner or not. So we are gonna do that. I already have an array. Let's quickly grab that. Okay, and let's paste it there. So that is done. Now next we need to have a look. So basically, if player 1 else player not. So here things are getting updated, right? We are updating the index. Now the next thing is that once it is updated, we need to check in each and every loop that is there any change where a match has happened. So in order to do that, what we're gonna do is we are gonna check. Maybe we can add in a temporary array in a winning indexes, and we can actually check each and every index. So if you remember, if XOS, okay, so if XOS in the index of XOS, so basically we'll be taking the index from here itself. So we are gonna, or we have the temp array, right? So what is wrong? Okay, temp array, and we are gonna have a look at each and every index. So basically I will just check like the 3 indexes, 0, 1, 2, like 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, like that. Okay, so which is a texture, and I need to compare with cross. Since cross is a texture, so I need to extract the texture from there. Now once that is done, we can basically just copy and paste the whole thing. So I'm putting an AND condition so that I can make sure that only when they pass these 3 conditions, then only I can let them true. So this will be 1 and this will be 2. So we have checked these 3 indexes, and if there's a match, then we're going to declare a winner. So obviously cross, if there's a match in cross, in the crosses, then we'll declare player 1 to be the winner. I mean player 0 to be the winner, means the first player. So just to have a look as to how things are going, we can declare that. So player 1 is the winner. Okay, and let's declare one more variable as well, where we are going to say where game over. Okay, and we're going to set that to be equal to to be equal to false. Okay, because game is not over yet. But once we find a match, we are going to declare that game is over. Okay, don't do anything else. Game is done. Okay. So once that's done, we are gonna do the same exact thing for the knots as well. So let me just get the knot from there and just paste it all over the place. Okay, same thing, same logic, just checking the knots. But this time, if knot is the winner, then player 2 is the winner, which is the second player, because I just made it like 0 and 1. You can make it 1 or 2, whatever you want. So accordingly, I am printing this out. Now we'll just have a look as how things are going, whether they are getting detected or not. So basically, if I do this, oh, okay. So it's telling me that player 1, which is the X, is the winner. Okay, so it is working, right? So once this is done, but there's also a possible chance that there might be a draw, like no one might win. So in that case, we can have a look. Okay, so we can do one thing. If I equal to 8, we know that the last index will be 8, right? And if game over, and if game over is not equal to true, right, then it's a draw, right? Because if the game is not over, obviously it's not working. Things are not working. Let's see how this works. So let's randomly do it. Oh, okay, yeah, it's a draw. So no one won. It's a draw, and it's working. So basically, this is it. It's done. The logic part is done. Now the next thing is that we need to go back and reset something, like put in the reset button. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the assets and I'm going to add in directly there. Okay, and that's it. Okay, so restart button. Now go there and add in a color sprite. Okay, and add in the image, the texture, that is. Oh my gosh, what just happened? Okay, size is 100 by 100, so remember that, and let's do that again. Size is 100 by 100. Okay, that's it. So now we need to add in the functionality. Let's add in here. So we'll declare it here as well, where restart or reset, whatever you guys want to name, and I'm gonna mark it as SK texture, and I'm going to equal to self dot child node. Now I need to add in a name to that so that I can refer it. Let's go ahead and do that. Restart. Wait. Restart. Okay, added it here. Next, actually this won't be a texture, it will be a node. SK Sprite node. Okay, so you just have to make this as SK Sprite node. That's it. That's basically it. Now what happened? So basically we are going to keep the restart not visible. Okay, we're going to make that to 0. We're not going to make it visible, but the moment things are like done, let's say if game over, okay, then we are going to put in the restart. So restart dot alpha equal to 1. That's it. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see how things are working. Now, whatever the choice is, yeah, so it's declaring draw and it's showing me the restart button, but if I click on it, no action. So we are gonna add the action now. If you remember, we already have a location here, so we'll just make use of that. Okay. Yeah. So if I'm going to check one more thing here as well. If game over, okay, and I won't put it here, it will be a repetition. Okay. Okay, so if game over, then we're going to make restart dot alpha to be equal to 1, and also we are going to check if restart dot contains this location, then we're gonna move ahead with once it okay, so if it contains that location, then we are going to restart everything, and game over is not is equal to false. We need to make game over equal to false. Okay, now if restart dot contains location, okay, yeah, so if this contain location, then we're going to add it here. So game over to be true, marked dot set, or maybe I can just add in this. Okay, so game over is done, marked is done for node in XOS. In XOS, I'm gonna clear that texture, so node dot texture, we're going to keep it null, and node dot color, we are going color, we are going to keep that as UI color dot white. Okay, so let's see how this works. Now just let's randomly put that up. So if I press that, it's swiped out, but let's see. Oh, okay, awesome. But if you can see one thing, the restart button is not moving. So if I press that, also it's not going to work. So it's better to remove it. Let's do that then. Contains this, blah blah blah. And also I'm going to change the restart alpha to be equal to 0. Okay, let's go ahead and check if things are working. And okay, so x okay, yeah, clear to 7. So I am declaring only here, so let's put in a label so that the people can actually see what, like, who is winning rather than me just printing it in the terminal. Where should I place that? So this is the label. Let me just name it as label itself. Let's see. Hello. So now the actual label size is coming out. So we are going to remove this and we are going to add in some texture. So let's do the same thing again, but this time for label. So let me just say label and sk label node. Okay, now if you remember, we have named it so we can get it from there. Self dot child node label. Okay, anyways, once that label is done, now we can use it here. Okay, first of all, just like how we set it here, we are going to set label.text to be equal to empty. We are going to clear everything out. Now here we can add that. So instead of print, we can just add label.text to be equal to this. Okay, no worries and no problem, hopefully. So label.text equal to this, and remove this and this, and label dot text equal to that. Now we also need to make things a little better. If it's empty, I don't think anything will be shown, so that's what we're going to do here as well. Label dot text equal to empty. Okay, it's way out of, that was just too much. I mean, like, I think this should do. So let's do that again. And player 1 is the winner. So it's looking good. If I refresh it, everything goes away. You can adjust accordingly the font, the style, and everything, but this is just a basic. Obviously, this is my part. The creativity and everything, it all depends on you. You can even build a much, much better and advanced game, but for my part, just to let you know the basics. So hope you guys understood this tutorial, and if you guys did, please do support me by clicking the subscribe button and giving it a like. And also I'll be uploading a few more tutorials regarding games. So if you guys want me to do a tutorial on a particular game, you guys can comment down below and I'll have a look at that. So thank you so much for watching. See you guys soon. Bye bye.